BBNaija Season 10 Week 8. The eviction show may have ended, but the real story unfolds afterwards in conversations, confrontations, and unexpected alliances. Now, this week gave us heartbreak, gossip, betrayal, strategy, all rolled into one night. From Midday realizing she's been played, to Isabella shifting loyalties, and even Kola's suspicious tears, the drama didn't even stop with the live eviction. So if you missed anything, don't worry, I've got you covered with the full breakdown, my own honest commentary, and even some lessons we can all learn from this chaos. So let's get into it.
After that fish thing here, that kerosene stuff, that made people all those things, there was no creating anymore. Because we accepted whatever we were keep quiet. But sometimes, you feel so cool. Jonathan, so you're smiling with somebody like calling an anger. I did tell you, and you come to my face, and it's so cool. Oh yeah, we are all together. You know the war. All this now, you're back on me like calling an anger. Jonathan, I did have three every time. Not many times. I'm tired. Some parts of it she herself. That makes it.
As you can see here, right after the eviction show, because nobody went to bed immediately after the show, discussions needed to have been had. Now, Midday here is opening up to Joanna, admitting something that she had never said out loud before, or should I say, not realized before, that she has been a fool all this while. Like she has been played and they're still playing her. Anyway, so let's move on. So for weeks, she truly believed she had Imisi figured out. She thought she knew Imisi's game plan, moves, and alliances. But Joanna didn't make it easy for her. Remember that Joanna is a very close friend to Faith. And Joanna rubbed it in, reminding Mide that she had been blind, but she didn't actually see what was going on, which is now very glaring to Midday. Okay, so the moment was kind of heavy. You know how it is when you're confiding in someone, especially when you've realized that you've made so much mistakes on your judgment of someone's character. And it was so obvious in Mide's face, like she's looking so sad, heartbroken, and disappointed. The weight of realizing that she's been outplayed consistently, and not just by opponents here now, but by someone that she considered a friend, right? And in the past, if you remember, Faith has once openly clashed with Imisi. In fact, not even once, I think more than once, but the major one was that kerosene issue. You can check the video on my channel. So Faith, on the other hand, I was hearing all these gist, he didn't even bother to comment, because what does he even want to say? He just pretended not to notice and let the ladies and brides go ahead with their discussion. And of course, focusing on himself, as if to say, I've been here before, I know this game, and I will not get caught up in this drama again. So this is something I really want you to take note of. A reminder right here that in Big Brother, there are no permanent victims and there are no permanent friends. Everybody is a game player. Everybody is a strategist for their own end. Some are playing smarter than others, but the truth is, and the fact here, it's so glaring, please, you need to take your time to watch it if you can. Everyone is playing a game. All the so-called seeming tight friendships, it's a lie. All the gossips, everything being done as strategic and intentional moves. Now, Joanna wasn't even shocked by Imisi's behavior, because honestly, why should she be? Their beef goes way back. And don't forget that Joanna being close to Faith alone is also a major issue for her to also get picked on by Imisi. And remember when Faith and Joanna, who's also Joanna's closest ally, was head of house, and that's when the crack started showing. So Imisi has always made it clear, that she's not one for blending in. And instead of mixing with housemates after the eviction, she went straight to the garden to isolate herself. Well, whatever. I really don't care why she's doing that, because sometimes I love her for being real, but sometimes she just has some really strange behavior that I think I don't know whether to call it strategy or immaturity. Anyway, that behavior might look innocent, but in a pressure cooker like BBNaija, small actions speak volumes. And isolation isn't just distance, it's a statement. And of course, I'm sure that the housemates also picked up on it. Meanwhile, Isabella, quietly entertained, just loved watching the drama going on, and I think that Isabella on her own just has a very serious problem. Seriously, I feel like she just has a very serious problem. She's so happy with the wahala going on, she's just thriving on the cracks, feeding off the drama, and waiting for the right time to exploit it. I even think she doesn't even have a mind of her own, if you ask me. She's just trying to be relevant without being relevant. Like, really, what does she even stand out for, basically? In Big Brother Naija house, you know that rumor and gossip is the number one thing that is reigning there. And it never sleeps in the BBN house. So Wishma started with Culture and Sultana allegedly spreading talk that Isabella's mouth is smelling, her body is smelling, and shading her for spending money on her bum instead of personal care. Like, that's really brutal, right? And you think that this kind of person should even readdress herself, rearrange her movements, and try to pick the right side to be on. And at a point, even Thelma, instead of even hiding it, Thelma came out in the open, added her own fuel to fire anyway, but at least releasing the gist to Isabella's hearing, expecting that Isabella will even hear and do something about it, take action, or at least mind her space. Isabella is still sitting there beside Sultana like nothing happened. I was expecting some sort of reaction. Zilch, nothing, nada. Isabella did nothing. This is the same Isabella that swore with her own child. Now, I don't even understand why any mother would do that. I'm not here to judge. But I think it's really strange and weird that a woman would use her child to swear that she's not going to sit beside Sultana or talk to Sultana or have anything to say to Sultana ever. And there you are, broad daylight or broad TV light, and we're seeing you sitting down comfortably. Wow. Guys, for 2 days in a row, in fact, they are not like besties, allies, plotting, concocting. You know how when we women sit down together to start plotting? Like besties, co-wives. Hey, this is really strange. Like, Isabella, is it that you don't have sense? It's not even a matter of, say, Sultana said something about you and you're not aware. You are fully aware. You've even sworn. Like, why did you even swear in the first place? You're just making a fool of yourself. Now, fans were even expecting Ebuka to even drag this matter during the live eviction. I was expecting that too. In fact, I was just tired and went to bed. Because there were some things I expected Ebuka to have even brought out in the open, that they were just showing unnecessary highlights that I felt didn't even make any sense. And this is the same view a lot of other people have. Like, the highlights were not really the real things we wanted. The real questions were not being asked. Anyway, so here's the bigger question. Is Isabella being smart by sitting with Sultana, showing maturity and indifference? Or is she just being a hypocrite, pretending all is well when she's really plotting her own next move? If there is even a move at all. And to even show how this Isabella has even suffered. Suffered. There was a time she was trying to make a move on Bright. But Bright wasn't even having it. And instead, Bright was gravitating closer to Midday. And that's probably another reason why Isabella doesn't really get along with Midday, finds opportunity to badmouth Midday. And the sad part is that one of the reasons why Midday was even really so disappointed and sad was that Isabella is badmouthing Midday to Imisi, and Imisi is supposed to be Midday's friend. Like, anything, Imisi can't do anything wrong in front of Midday. All the while Imisi was having issues with Faith, Midday was backing Imisi up. For me, enabling Imisi's bad behavior. But But I mean, nevertheless, bygones is bygone, right? Past is the past. But that's just the fact. And now Midday is upset that Imisi has been gossiping about her, or should I say Isabella has been gossiping about her to Imisi, and yet Imisi couldn't do the right thing to defend her and all that. So it's more or less like everybody's just betraying everyone. Aura for aura, vibe for vibe, madness for madness, betrayal for betrayal. Now please, let's talk about Kola's performance, because me, I'm not even understanding. Kola gave us a performance. I think fans are divided about it anyway. He broke down in tears after the eviction, and the story is that Bright said something that disappointed him. Bright is supposedly Kola's friend, and the issue was that Kola is sad that Bright well, should I say snitched on him about Kola kissing Isabella. And Kola is like, Bright encouraged him to kiss Isabella to spite Dede. Oga, are you a baby? Are you a child? Is it that you don't have sense? Someone say you should go and kiss another person to spite another person. Hey, I'm confused. Please, guys, can you tell me what you think in the comments? Like, is Kola a baby, a fully grown man? Another fully grown man is telling you to kiss another woman to confuse another woman. Can you just see how crazy this whole situation is? So, who is playing who? Who is the fool here? Who is the instigator here? So, Kola's tears now, is it guilty conscience or a stage act? Because at a point, to me, it looked like he was even smiling, no? But anyhow, let me not judge. Tell me what you think. And then Imisi and Zita, because Kola quickly rushed to Zita when they said Zita is immune. You can see Kola's game now. From Sabrina to Dede to Isabella to Imisi, now Zita. Anyway, Zita, he ran to Zita. Zita consoled him. But for me, I'm not buying it too. Those tears look more like strategy than genuine emotion. That's my opinion. But one thing here I can say is that there's a lot of strategy going on, and the question is, what is happening now? Is this strategy or sincerity? Like I'm talking about Kola's tears. I mean, and that's for the fans to decide, because in BBNaija, perception is everything. And right now, for me, Kola's brand is really looking very shaky. So right about now, on a brighter note, can we make some noise for Koyin? Finally, he is now the head of house. Finally, he has achieved something he's been battling and chasing for weeks, after so many near misses. And this was truly a very exhilarating moment for him. I am so happy for him personally. Fine boy, looking all sweet, being the head of house for once. Let him even enjoy that position. But his choice shocked everyone. I mean, instead of picking Isabella as his lounge partner, which I think many expected, he went for Jason Jae, and the two of them enjoyed their time in the head of house lounge. Of course, that is a new round of speculation. I want to think that there's some strategy brewing there too. During the Saturday night party, you could see the way both of them were wearing matching attire and dancing, enjoying themselves. I really love the boys to men kind of vibes kind of thing. It was really nice. And then Big Brother is there handing out punishments for rule breaking, and I'm noticing some inconsistencies. Like, several housemates have been penalized, and this is an observation many people have made. A few of my friends called me about it, and I'm like, okay, but this, I've said this in several videos, like Kola and Imisi, they're always escaping. I don't know the kind of soap they're using to have their bath, or powder they're using to rub on their body, or if Big Brother actually knows what they are doing. Kola, on the other hand, always whispering like as if he's a spirit inside the house. You barely hear what he has to say. If you remember that video I did about Kola and Bright having a discussion where Bright was asking him if he met Imisi outside the house, would he ever be friends with Imisi, and he said no. He was whispering, but hey, we hear. You can't stop it, Kola. We must hear what you're saying. Then Imisi's own, on the other hand, is all this her non-stop Yoruba. I have nothing against languages, but I mean, rules are rules. But I guess it's allowed for her to break the rules, and that's fine if that's what Big Brother wants. But I think that, you know, what is good for the geese is good for the gander. So it's not nice to punish some people and then let some people go. But anyway, that's part of the fun, I guess. So after week 8 eviction, the mask are sleeping and the game is heating up. Less people in the house. Midday admitted she's been outplayed. Joanna showed she's not shocked by Imisi's antics. Isabella's alliances keep shifting while rumors are chasing her every step. Kola's tears left fans questioning if he's emotional or just strategic. And Koyin, finally crowned head of house, made a decision that could reshape this week ahead. We are looking forward to that. But here's where I want to hear from you. Do you think Mide's realization is genuine, or is it too late? Are Kola's tears real heartbreak or just pure strategy? And is Big Brother being fair or protecting certain housemates? Let's talk in the comments. I always read your thoughts. Don't forget to like this video, share with other BBNaija fans, and subscribe so you don't miss the gist coming in the following days. Because one thing is sure, the game is far from over and every move counts. See you in the next video.